Hi, hey, hello. It's your hostess who does the absolute mostest, Naya. And welcome back to Black and Book. Okay, y'all, don't clap. But this is my literary award show. I said don't clap. I said don't clap. I said don't clap, sister girl. Y'all don't listen, goddamn. Okay, so we're gonna do this real quick. It's a real cutesy little video to show, appreciation for the books that really did it for me this year. Now, it doesn't mean all the books that I really enjoyed aren't in this video just because the categories. I don't have that many categories, but that doesn't mean I didn't enjoy them. So if you want to see everything else that I've been reading, I'll be sure to link my story graph down below. So grab a little snack or go put on your little. You see, I got the shoulders out, so go put on little your little outfit if you want to be in attendance, or you could sit in your house with your robe on. We don't judge, sister girl. Okay, and let's get started. Okay, so the first category is longest book. Now, according to Storygraph, I'll put it here. I typically read thick books. The book that won for this category is my offbeat ass thing. Boss by Jay Jones. This book was 433 pages, and let me tell you, for every last page was every strand of hair that I ripped out of my head. It was long, but it felt like watching like a soap opera movie. It was long, but worth every page. She did an amazing job on that book. By the way, I don't consider that book a romance, even though it's considered a Black African American romance. It's nothing romantic in there, baby. It's a whole bunch of tomfoolery. So just don't go in there looking for romance. Okay? But it was entertaining nonetheless. So, yes, all awards go to you for the longest book. And you might get another award in this video too because you did a lot. Okay. Next category is my favorite book. Oh my God, this was a little hard because I had a few, but if I had to pick one, it would definitely be Blood at the Root by Ladarian. Sorry. I'll tell you something about that book. I'm such a crybaby, but never has a book made me cry. Tear? Yeah, I got that. I've teared, but not much. But I've teared before reading a book. But cry like tears coming down my face, sobbing? Never. so so this is a really big award because you're the first book to ever do it, and that is Blood at the Root. So let me tell you about Blood at the Root. Blood at the Root is a YA fantasy, and we have our main character who goes to a magical HBU to figure out what the hell was going on with his mother who died earlier in the book. Y'all, that is just the surface, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. I can't tell you anymore because I don't want to ruin it for you, but baby, talk about Black love, Black culture, just like the love for the culture was on 10. Like, it was not just the fantasy that made it a 5-star book for me, but it was the love and the character. Malik was so like amazing to follow. Like, don't get me wrong, he is a teenager, so he will piss you off and he will do, things that you're like, really, but for his age it's very realistic. And he says a lot of things that people like around my age say. Like, he was very realistic. Everything he was saying was so hilarious. I found it really funny. And to speak on the fantastical part, baby, this is the Black Harry Potter. This is it right here. This is the Black Harry Potter. This was amazing. And the second book is coming out next year, and I'm so hyped to read it. And usually I don't start a series before they're done, but this book, first of all, once I seen that cover, I said, "Go ahead, Magical Malik. Yes. So I had to give it a chance, and it literally shook my whole world. So that book holds my favorite book of the year, and I can't wait for the sequel. I know it's gonna be a few more books, so I can't wait. And I'm reading every book. I'm not gonna wait because I just I'm just gonna read the books and then complain because I have to wait another year for another one. But I'm gonna read them as they come. And if that book get on the big screen, I'm gonna go see it. And if nobody else go see it, then I'm gonna buy all the tickets because I want to see that on the big screen. And I might even re-listen to it. I might listen to it on Audible because I hear the Audible is like a whole production. So I'm gonna reread that book when the second book comes out so I can have a refresher. Okay, y'all. So please go read it. It was awesome. It was amazing. The author did a great job on what was he doing? Like putting it out there for months before it even came out. Like it was top tier. It was amazing. 5 stars across the board. You're missing out if you don't read it. Please read it. It was to die for. Okay. So the next category is my favorite series. Now, I'm usually somebody who like starts series and don't finish them because apparently I don't know what's like a series has to be really good. Like that first book gotta be really good for me to want to continue on to, finish the rest of the series. So that being said, we have This Poison Heart and This Wicked Fate. You wanna talk about the black just the black like plant connoisseur, baby, her magic had to do with plants. She can touch poisonous plants. She could do anything with plants. Like, what type of creative sugar honey iced tea are we reading? This is what I'm talking about. Do you see that cover? Be for real. So this book, I'm noticing a pattern with the books I really enjoy. Like this book was heavy on black culture. It was also hilarious. Hilarious. Like it was so funny. We also have LGBTQIA plus rep in here, which we love to see it. We love to see that diversity. We love to see it. Um this book was kind of like medium pace, but honestly, you really love the characters like so much that they could eat a bowl of ramen noodles, and you just like what flavor is that? Like flip the page, I want to see what they eat. Like you know what I mean? Like the characters really get you into the story, but it picks up, pretty quickly, and they are so lovely to follow. And when it picked up, oh my god, when it picked up, I was like, OMG. Like, it was just boom, 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 plot twist, magical shit, bow, bow, bow. It was really amazing. The first book, 5 out of 5 stars, and I'll put my review on the screen for you guys. Second book, the second book, 5 out of 5 stars. And you know how hard that is to literally make your series so good that the first and the second, the second book didn't have second book syndrome. Second book syndrome is like, it's the middle book. It just gives you information to build up for the third. Not here, because first of all, there's no third book. It was only 2 books. And second of all, it picked up right off where that story left off, right back into the action to get to where we needed to go. This story was very emotional to me, but only because it really connected like to the characters. We got some betrayal, definitely a lot of twists and turns, and the magic system was top tier. I don't want to tell y'all too much because I want to get y'all excited to read these books. Like you have to read these books. You can't call yourself a reading connoisseur, especially if you like fantasy and you don't read these books. This and Blood at the Root, I'm telling you, masterpieces. Masterpieces. And I am building my bookshelf collection, so I don't really have that many books on there. Only books that I really like, have read and enjoyed. But baby, best believe that those three that I just mentioned are on there because they were really top tier. Believe that they hold on. I was just about to put it back down. But Don't play with the cover. Don't play with the. You gonna make me mad. Don't play with the cover. Yes, fade. Yes, haircut. Yes, ancestral tree in the back of the back. Yes, magical finger. Like, don't play. Yes, admissions to magical black HBCU. Are y'all kidding me? Come on, creativity. Like, don't play. Please don't ever play. Let's get to. I need y'all to get it. Let's get to. Let's get to Breesis. Let's get to Breesis. Am I saying it right? I hope so. Look at her. Look at her. Look at the hair. Like, y'all, I need y'all to really get into it. And if you thought they did a good cover, they did it again. They did it again. Because where else you gonna see this? Yes, hair. Yes, afro. I need y'all to get into it. So the only books on this shelf are books that were like top tier because I want my babies, when I have kids, these are the top tier stories I want them to be able to read and indulge and love like their mother. Okay? And since they want to be banning books, you know, I don't know what's gonna be banned next. And my baby's gonna be able to, even though these books will, probably not be in school because they do teach you stuff, but like not anything that can follow a curriculum. But still, they be banning books, and the way this world is gonna look for the next 4 years, I'm gonna make sure that my baby, if they start doing some weird stuff with black literature, I'm gonna make sure my baby's got the big three, okay? Thank you. Anyways, I got a little sidetrack because I just need y'all to see. I need y'all to see that I was serious about this. Okay, so back to business, y'all. The book that stressed me out the most, I already mentioned it. It's Boss by Jay Jones. That book was crazy. Like, it had so much going on, but it worked. It was quick. It was quick. Boom, boom, boom. Fight, boom, gun. Fight, boom, gun. Pow, pow, pew, pew. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot, and it probably won't be for everyone. But it was for me. It was like an action movie. Nobody made good decisions. At one point, I hated every single character. Um, at the end, one character got exactly what he deserved, and I don't care what anybody else has to say about it because he was horrible the whole book. And I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if he tried to redeem himself at the end. You unredeemable. You unredeemable. So therefore, he got exactly what was coming to him. And this book like really had like that book was 400 and something pages, y'all, and I finished that book in about 3 days. I ain't do nothing else. I was straight up here like this for 3 days, and I couldn't do anything until I finished it. It wasn't my choice. It's the way life goes. So although I love the stress, that book was something different, baby. That book was something different. I recommend it definitely if you want to be entertained. If you want to be entertained, but I do want to say trigger warning for DV heavily, like on page. So just be mindful of that. And of course, there's urban themes throughout the book, so be mindful of that as well. But if you can withstand those things, then you're in for a wild, 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 wild ride. So I hope you enjoy. The next category is The Biggest Shock. So that will be DC Underworld by Anita Jackson. That book was I believe the first paranormal book I've ever actually finished, because I start a lot of books, but don't mean I finished them. So if I finish a book, that means it was good. That book has vampires in it, and that got a lot of politics. Like, it was like a romanticy, like a black vampire romanticy soap opera. it was messy. It had action. It had a lot of moments that I said, like, it was definitely a wild ride. And I was like, y'all are doing some wild stuff in here. Oh my God. Yeah, it was crazy. So shout out to you to making me finish a paranormal book, because I think that was like, this year was like my first time really like trying paranormal. But this book, and it is a series, but this book was pretty good, and it shocked me because I was like, oh, paranormal, and then by the end I was like, bite me. By the end I was like, you can bite me, like, I'll become a vampire too. Let's have some vampire babies. So this book was definitely good, and it's a good intro to paranormal. It wasn't too complicated with the politics. It was easy to follow, entertaining, creative. Like how my black sisters just do it. They just do it. Okay? So don't miss out on this coming next year. So the next book I want to talk about is Made You Cry, which is again going to Blood at the Root. This book, like I said, I got really connected to because my light just turned off. Like, that's disrespectful. I got really connected to Malik and like his little brother and their relationship. And at the end, it was just kind of sad to see them go and to, see what they were going to do. And it just brought tears to my eyes. Like, I was just like, and throughout this whole book, it was just like reaffirming black men and black young boys that, it's okay to cry. And it was just so beautiful. Oh my God, it was so beautiful. I couldn't help it. I absolutely could not help it. So this book earned every single tear I shed. So the next book is Made You Laugh. Now, most of these books that I have mentioned have made me laugh, but when I tell you, like, crackling on a 12th day of Christmas, my savage gave to me. First of all, I mean, just the title, I was just like, this is about to be some mess. This is about to be funny as all hell. Y'all, this shit had me dying. It was so funny. These characters were absolutely insane and had no no filter. This book is really funny, but it also does like have like a little deepness to it, and action. It did get really like action packed in like the middle towards the end. It's a short read, like 100 plus pages. I think it's like close to 200 pages. But y'all, hilarious. Like crackling. Like I'm on the train reading it, and somebody's looking at me like, why is she looking at a tablet and laughing? Like, I looked crazy because it was hilarious. And the stuff that both male characters in this book were doing was crazy. And the way they kept coming at this man's wife, I cannot remember his name, but her little usher shoes, her little church usher shoes that she was wearing, the Praise 11s or whatever they was calling them, and the little stiff little bun. Why they was messing with that lady like that? But you know what? She got what she deserved at the end of that damn book, because she's a Vicky. Yeah, I remember her name. She was infuriating. Like, what's wrong with you? And she was a damn homie hopper. She just would hop to the next, hop to the next, hop to the next. Like, how you mad that your man want to do better and get out the streets? He want to go legit, and you mad because you want him to be a hustler. Baby, you got to get with the times. Get right or get left. And that's what happened. She got left, and she was mad about it. So the shenanigans in this book, they gonna shenanigan, because it was really crazy. But it was absolutely hilarious. And if you need a good quick read that is going to make you laugh, if it does anything, pick this up. Pick this one up, y'all. So we also have, okay, cutest cover. So we have Alexa Play I Need a Rich Thug 1 and 2 by Jatoria C. These covers are so, like, I don't know. I just thought the covers were clever because you see the girl, and then if you see it's just like I Need a Rich Thug, and like she got all his cards, and it's like, I love that. She had all his cards on the damn display of the book. Visa, like, give run me your money. And, and that's what that cover gave to me. Run me your money, sis. And they ran their money in that book. For the women that they love, they ran their money. That book is also amazing. It's a little dark because some men is unhinged. They was definitely unhinged. Every couple, I think there was like 3 couples. They was definitely unhinged. So I'm not trying to, this ain't no cutesy. And the mom was funny as hell, but this ain't no cutesy book. I don't really read cutesy because I get bored. But this is definitely urban fiction to its finest, and a little bit of it's a little dark. It gets a little dark because the men don't play about their women. So the people that play with their women, they might meet a demise that is a little bit obscene, a little bit crazy, a little bit crazy. Okay, y'all. So don't be surprised when you reading this. It's like, what the hell did Maya recommend? Maya warned you. I told you it was a little bit on the dark side. Okay, so if you can't handle the dark side, don't read it. But I enjoyed books 1 and 2. They were amazing. So next book is new to me author. So new to me author is Black Lavish, and specifically the series that I read was Why He Thugged Me Like This, or Why He Thugged Me Like That. Y'all, twists and turns. Your family ain't your family. Your friends ain't your friends. Everybody can die. Like, it was crazy. Everybody could get it. It didn't matter. Pastor, mayor, your grandma. These people were absolutely insane. They were crazy. And I'm just like, what the? Why is this happening? Why is this happening to me? Like, it was wild, y'all. And I never read Black Lavish before this, but I'm gonna get in that catalog, sis, cause you had me literally like out loud. Oh my god, why did he do that? What we gonna do now? Like, I was really like locked in, and I could not look up until I was done with your series. So very good job for you, Miss Girl. The last book that we're gonna talk about is the craziest book I read, and this goes to no other than Dear Vicky by Octavia Grant. All I'm gonna say is I'm not smiling at nobody in the supermarket ever again, because the way this man went crazy after this lady, all she did was smile, and then she saw his name tag. It was like, "Oh, have a good day, Andrew," and he went on a whole, like, I can't even say what he did. You just gotta, because it's really short, like 80 pages. He was crazy. He said, "Oh, you said have a good day, Andrew." He said, "Don't worry, baby. By the end of this, you my wife." By the time she walked out that supermarket in his head, she was his wife. Mind you, all she said was have a good day because you bagged up her groceries. Now she's your wife. He was crazy. And honestly, ain't nobody could help him. Ain't nobody could help him. So be very, yeah, that's another book that I can't even talk. That book was crazy, y'all. So just be mindful of that and expect the unexpected, and don't look at no reviews, because that book's so short and you look at a review, it's going to be revealed everything that happens. So yes, this is the end of my literary awards. I keep wanting to say literary award show. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed filming it, and I hope I put some of these books on your radar that you haven't heard about before. So if you enjoyed, make sure you like, comment, do all that good stuff you know to do. And I'll be back in the meantime. Peace, y'all.